All right, so today we're going to dive deep into something, well, something that most business owners probably don't think about, at least not until it's too late.
Oh, yeah. And what's that?
What if the person, the one person who really makes everything happen in your business, what if they suddenly couldn't work?
Ah, I see where you're going with this. The linchpin, right? The one with all the connections, the special something that makes the business tick.
Exactly. And today we're talking about key person disability insurance.
Oh,
But don't worry, this isn't going to be some boring insurance jargon fest.
nope, not at all. What's interesting about key person disability insurance, I think, is it really makes you stop and think. Like it forces you to ask, who is really essential to our business's success?
And it's not always who you think, right?
Right. We tend to just automatically think CEO, CFO, the top dogs, but it could be someone completely different.
Like, I don't know, the head chef at a restaurant.
Exactly. Or your top salesperson, the one who brings in all the big accounts. Or even, maybe it's that quiet IT whiz who keeps all your systems running.
Yeah, it's about those vulnerabilities you might not even realize you have until they're gone.
Yeah, you don't really think about how much you rely on someone until they're not there anymore.
So, okay, let's say, just as a, for instance, you're a small marketing agency, right?
Hmm.
And your creative director, the one who brings in all the big clients, the rainmaker, suddenly gets really sick. Can't work.
Oh, that's bad.
Projects are going to stall, new pitches are going to fall apart, clients are going to start to break. I mean, talk about impact.
Huge impact. And that's exactly where key person disability insurance comes in. It gives you that financial cushion,
Yeah.
way to just breathe while you figure out what to do.
Okay, so you're saying it's like a safety net.
Exactly, a safety net. And it usually comes in two main forms. You've got your monthly benefits, and then there's the lump sum payment.
Okay, so break those down for me. Monthly versus lump sum. What are the pluses and minuses?
Well, the monthly benefit, that's like having a steady income stream. Replaces some of the revenue that's lost while the key person's out, helps cover your costs, maybe even lets you bring in someone temporarily to help out.
Makes sense?
Now, the lump sum, that's a one-time payment, a big chunk of change all at once.
So when would you choose one over the other?
It really depends on the business, how they want to handle things, what their needs are. Some might prefer that steady monthly income, while others might need that big infusion of cash to like restructure or even, totally shift their strategy.
I see. It's about tailoring it to your situation.
Hmm.
But here's something I've always wondered about insurance like this. How do you even decide on the coverage amount? You can't exactly put a price tag on someone's talent, can you?
Yeah, that's the tricky part. It's not like you can just, pull a number out of a hat. You got to really look at what this person brings to the table. How much do they contribute to your revenue? What are their specialized skills? And how much would it cost to replace those? And then there's the impact on client relationships to consider.
So it's a lot more complicated than it seems on the surface.
Oh, absolutely. There are a lot of moving parts. That's why working with experienced insurance brokers like diversified insurance brokers can be so helpful.
They can like walk you through all that.
Precisely. They'll look at your financials, understand how your business operates, and then guide you toward the coverage that actually makes sense for you.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. Let's shift gears a bit and talk about the actual nuts and bolts of these policies. What are like the need to knows?
Well, the elimination period is a big one.
Elimination period.
Think of it like the deductible you have on your health insurance. It's basically a waiting period before your benefits start. Then there's the benefit period, which is how long those payments will last. Could be as short as a month, or it could cover you all the way to age 65.
So you're choosing between short-term and long-term coverage, basically. Depends on your specific needs and how much risk you're comfortable with.
Exactly.
But just to clarify, the money from the policy, it goes to the business, not the person.
Right. The business is the beneficiary. They're the ones protected from the financial hit.
Got it. Now, earlier you mentioned some extra features that these policies can have. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Yeah, sure. One that a lot of people don't know about is called presumptive disability.
Presumptive disability.
So imagine your lead programmer, the one who built your entire platform. Now imagine they lead dexterity in their hands. They might not be technically disabled in the traditional sense, but
But they can't do their job.
exactly.
Yeah.
That key skill is gone. And with presumptive disability, the benefits would be paid out in full because the policy recognizes the impact of that specific loss.
So it's not just about not being able to work at all. It's about not being able to do the specific thing that makes you key.
Right. There's also a transplant benefit, which covers disability due to organ donation. And there's a provision for recurrent disabilities, which can be a huge help if your key person has a health issue that keeps coming back. It can waive that waiting period if the problem resurfaces within a certain time frame.
That's like extra layers of protection.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about giving you peace of mind, knowing that your business can handle whatever comes its way.
And I think it's so important to work with the right people,
Yeah.
you know, experts who can really guide you through all this. And from what I've seen, diversified insurance brokers really seem to excel in this area.
I definitely agree with that. Choosing the right policy it's not one size fits all. You really need to understand your risks, your needs, all of that to get the right fit.
So the takeaway for our listeners today is this. Key person disability insurance is kind of like, an insurance policy for your business's future. It's about protecting your most valuable assets. And I'm not just talking about, equipment or inventory, but the human talent that really drives your success.
Your people.
Exactly. And if you're looking for some expert help, diversified insurance brokers are definitely a great resource to reach out to. They'll help you assess your needs and find that perfect policy, the one that fits your business like a glove.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's an investment worth thinking about because really, can your business afford to take that risk?
That's a question every business owner needs to ask themselves. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
It's been a